presentation of Next Level X. My name is Duran Barnes. I am very excited this afternoon to share some very important information with you. So please grab a pen and paper and jot down any questions you may have. As we're going through the information, more than likely they will be answered. We'll make sure we get someone to answer your questions. Once again, my name is Duran Barnes, and we're going to get right into some information this afternoon that could actually be very life-changing for you and anyone that you share this information with. Now, I've been in the network marketing, direct sales, home-based business industry for about 14 years. I've been fortunate to have been job-free all that time, and I've been able to make some pretty good money in this industry. What I'm going to share with you today is an opportunity that is second to none, and it's kind of different from any other opportunity that you may have seen in the past. So welcome to Next Level X. Now, many of you are on the line today or watching on the computer today because someone told you how you could take a one-time $15 payment and turn that one-time $15 payment into over $5 million. That's right. If you were like me, you had to see it to believe it. And so welcome to Next Level X. Now, this is a briefing. If you want to go to the person's website who invited you to this call, and you want to make sure you go to that website and take a look at the website and review the information. Do your own research and due diligence. You want to read up on our product. We're going to talk a little bit about the product, and we're going to talk a little bit about the money this afternoon, but you want to make sure that you actually do your own due diligence like I did. So one of the products we're going to talk about is a crowdfunding platform. And crowdfunding is something that I had never heard of myself before introducing this company, Next Level X. So whenever you introduce something new or a new term, the first thing you do is do what? You may go to Google and say, let me go see what this crowdfunding platform is. What is crowdfunding? So I went to Google and I typed in crowdfunding. And this is what actually came up was a few searches on crowdfunding. Actually, it was thousands of them. But what I did was go to the one that I recognized most, which is Wikipedia. And so I went to the definition of crowdfunding to see exactly what is crowdfunding. And here's what it reads. Crowdfunding is the collective efforts of individuals who network and pool their money, usually via the internet, to support efforts initiated by other people or organizations. Crowdfunding is used in the support of a wide variety of activities, including disaster relief, citizen journalism, support of artists like fans. So those are your aspiring musicians and maybe hip-hop and R&B and rock and roll artists, political campaigns, startup company funding, motion picture promotion, free software development, inventions development, scientific research, and civic projects. So in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen, crowdfunding is used in a wide variety of means to be able to fund almost anything that needs funding. And so when I did my own research on Google and YouTube, you can do that yourself, I found there were surgeries that were funded through crowdfunding. There were startup companies that were funded through crowdfunding. There were inventions that will actually come to life because of crowdfunding. There were political parties and campaigns that were funded through crowdfunding. And the list goes on and on and on. All right, so you can do your own research. You'd be just as amazed as I was. Now, let's talk about how you actually are able to generate income with this company. There are two ways you can get funded. One way is this crowdfunding platform. I mean, there are other crowdfunding platforms out there like a Kickstarter.com, for example, where you actually can purchase the platform and you can begin to raise money. And why I'm so excited about this platform is our platform is only $15. And this platform is going to allow churches and nonprofit organizations and youth baseball leagues and you name it, people who are always looking to raise money. I mean, I'll tell you, I have two little children. It seems like every other week they're coming home having to sell cookies or, popcorn and candy because they need money. Well, we're going to show many people how to be able to put up a platform to be able to generate money for their cause. Now, the second way that you can generate income is through our compounded funding compensation plan. And you guys, this is a revolutionary compensation plan that I believe is going to revolutionize the network marketing industry. And we're going to get into that. So what do you do? How do you get in? How do you get started? Well, it's actually free to become a member of Next Level X. And for becoming a free member, you're going to get an awesome value just for that free membership. You're going to get a subscription to something called Please Advise. And what this is this is actually over 20 benefits and services that are there to help your business to grow and help your personal life grow. So once again, you want to go to the website and you can read up on all the information that on Please Advise and everything that is awarded to you just for becoming a free member. Okay, so that's there for free. Now, for those individuals who want me to get to the meat of this conversation, here we are. Because somebody told you how you could take a one-time $15 payment and you could turn that into over $5 million. You can leverage it through what's called compound funding. So here's how this works. Now, what I want you to understand and realize is that if you're looking on the screen, you see there are 6 levels. This is a 3x6 matrix. And on your first level, there are 3 sales. And why does it say sales? Because these 3 people are going to be buying a crowdfunding platform from you. On the second level, there are 9 sales. Now, why does it say 9 sales there? Because there are 9 people who are actually going to be upgrading and buying a revolutionary product, okay, which you can find out more information on the website. But in a nutshell, what you're buying is a license to be able to help support local businesses in your area. We have what's called a Support Your Local Business Day, and we're going to actually change our neighborhoods and our communities by providing these local businesses with a tremendous value. And what this kit is going to do is allow them to actually get more clients, more business, which is going to in turn create more revenue. They're going to be able to provide more jobs. It's a win-win for everyone. You want to make sure you go read up in our website about our license and our Support Our Local Business Day. So this is an awesome, awesome product that we have. And every time you upgrade, you're going to be buying a new license to be able to hand out more kits to be able to help more small businesses. This is really, really valuable. Now, so let's go right into the money and explain how this works. On the first level, there are 3 people generating 3 sales. $5 goes to the company, because remember, everyone's going to pay $15 to get started. $5 goes to the company for the admin fee, and $10 goes directly to you for an income of $30. So you see the first level, 3 sales times $10 is $30 in income. So you started with $15, now you have $30. Now we're going to leverage this income. We're going to show you how to take your money and compound your money to generate yourself more income. Now here's how this works. What you want to do now is you want to qualify yourself to get paid on your second level. This is a 3x6 matrix, and what we're doing is we're teaching everybody to build teams of 3. So in other words, the question I'll ask you right now is, do you know 3 people who could use some extra income? Do you know 3 people who need to raise money for something? Do you know 3 people who have children getting ready to go to college? Do you know 3 people who have newborns and they have now new expenses they didn't have a couple of years ago? Do you know 3 people who may be, like many Americans who are up to their, neck in debt, with credit card debt, maybe behind on some bills, maybe looking to buy a new home, maybe looking to take some vacations? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to walk you into basically being able to start to achieve some of the things that maybe you couldn't have achieved before you saw this information. We're going to actually be able to walk you into maybe becoming debt-free, walk you into some of the goals and dreams you have for yourself, but now we're going to show you a vehicle and a step-by-step process of exactly how you're going to get there. So on your second level, there are 9 people generating 9 sales, because those first 3 people we're teaching teams of 3. So on your second level, there are 9 sales. You're going to get paid $20 for every one of these sales on your second level. Now, how do you qualify to get paid this? You yourself are going to pay $25 to qualify yourself to get paid on the second level. So you generate $30 on your first level. Out of the 30, you put 5 in your pocket, take 25 and do what we call upgrade to the next level. So you're going to buy a new product, and what you're going to do is 20 of that dollars is going to actually qualify you. 5 of those dollars goes to the company for the admin fee. So now 9 times 20 is $180 in income. Now, what you've done is just put yourself in position to begin to start to change some situations in your life, because now is where the fun starts on the next level. A lot of people have the old adage, and the magic happens in the bedroom. Ladies and gentlemen, the next level X, the magic happens on the third level. So on the third level, there are 27 people representing 27 sales. Now, what you're going to do is qualify yourself to get paid off this third level. So you just generated $180 in income. Out of that $180, you're going to take $125. $25 goes to the company for the admin fee. $100 now qualifies you to get paid off of your third level. Like I said, there are 27 sales on your third level. 27 times 100 is $2,700. $2,700, ladies and gentlemen. You started with a one-time $15 payment, and now you just leveraged that into over $2,700. Now, for those of you all listening to this call in real time, we are in pre-launch right now. And the day we launch, mark my words, there are people who will put themselves in position to be able to not only generate $2,700, but they'll be able to have people in their team in position to do the same exact thing. And so we want to help everyone on this call today, whether you're listening to this call right now or in the future, because this is being recorded. We want to make sure that we help you get in position to be able to generate $2,700 in your first couple of days. How do you do that? You're going to get 3 people to listen to the information you're listening to right now. Help those 3 get 3, and help those 9 to get 3. And now you have 27. Now let's move on, because you paid off some bills. You know, you've had a little bit of fun with that $2,700, but now you want to go to the next level. And this next level is where some really exciting things start to happen, because on this level is your 4th level. And so to qualify to get paid off your 4th level, you're going to upgrade again. You're going to take $600 out of the $2,700 you've already generated. And you're going to take $600 in upgrades. $100 goes to the company for the admin fee. And $500 goes to qualify you for this 4th level. Now, on this 4th level, there are 81 people representing 81 sales. These 81 sales, you're going to get paid $500 a piece off 81. 81 times 500 is $40,500. Now, what is really neat about this company and really neat about the way we get paid, ladies and gentlemen, we get paid instant pay, directly to your PayPal account, your Solid Trust Pay account, whatever merchant account you have set up with us. You get paid directly from member to member. That's very, very powerful. No waiting for a few weeks for you to get your money. No waiting for all $40,000 to actually be sitting in the escrow, then you get it. You get paid this money in real time. So out of this $40,000, you may get paid this $40,000 over a time period of a couple of weeks or a couple of months. But it doesn't matter, because it's all going to be coming in real time right to your account. Now, what you've just done at this level is you just matched or even exceeded in some states the average household income, okay, of over $40,000. Now, you can qualify yourself to go to the next level if you choose. And I think if you picked up extra $40,000, you probably want to go to the next level, because this next level is where you actually can put yourself in a status where you're making 6 figures. And so there are 243 sales on your next level. So to qualify for your next level, out of the $40,000 that you made, you can move up anytime you want. So you can actually move up to these levels anytime that you want. And so you are going to take $1,500 to qualify yourself for the next level. $500 is going to go to the company for the admin fee, and $1,000 is going to qualify you. Now, on this level, this 5th level, there are 243 sales on this level. 243 times $1,000 is to be paid to you for a total of $243,000. And ladies and gentlemen, you just walked yourself right to a 6-figure income. How did you do that? This is a simple process. See, I mentioned earlier in this call that I've been doing this for about 14 years, and most compensation plans, it's a lot of ifs, ands, and buts to it. With this one right here, it's really simple. It's 3 to get 3 to get 3. Now, will some get more than 3? Absolutely. What happens if you get more than 3? Then you're simply creating what's called spillover for the individuals in your organization. So on your first level, if you recruit 5, 3 will stay there, and 2 will spill over on your second level. Now you already have 2 there and only need 7 more. This is an ingenious compensation plan, because you can go out there and begin to fill up your own matrix yourself if you wanted to, and help individuals who want to go along the ride with you. Now, this last level I'm going to talk about is where dreams are really coming true, because this is where you can actually reach millionaire status. I mean, most people growing up as a kid, have dreams to be a millionaire. Maybe you want to have your own boat. Maybe you want to live in a mansion. Maybe you just want to be able to secure your family's future and not have to worry about money the rest of your life, and enjoy your life and enjoy your children. Well, here's where you can do that, because you can upgrade to this last level for $9,000. So you out of the $243,000, you can take $9,000 and qualify yourself for this last level. $2,000 of that $9,000 goes to the company, and $7,000 qualifies you. Now, there are 729 sales on this last level. 729 times 7,000 is a total of $5.1 million. If you add up all the income you made on all the levels, ladies and gentlemen, that's a total of $5.4 million. Now, what I want to do is I want to put a disclosure out there that you may get this program and not make any money at all. You may get this program and make $1 million. What is it based on? It's based solely upon you. It's based solely upon you, and it's based solely upon the teamwork that we're providing to help you. So if you want to get involved in this opportunity, and you want to be able to take it to the next level, then you want to get in and go to work. You want to get in and go to work, and you want to follow the simple system that's set in place. So now, what you see on the screen now is a copy of the website. And this website is actually the website you're going to be going on to the person who invited you on this call. At the bottom on the left, there's a big red button that says sign up now. You want to sign up on that immediately and hold your spot. You want to sign up. It's free to get started. You want to sign up immediately right now. And right now, I'll tell you what, the momentum is picking up. Right now, it's a little over 12,000 members in this company. And you know, in my professional opinion, there are going to be hundreds of thousands of people in this in no time. You want to be in before the masses of people find out. You want to be in the beginning. That's where most of the fortunes are made. Now, just to let you guys know, in case you all have any questions, you want to definitely click on the video, watch videos on the website, and what we'll pull up is this information right here where you can actually take a listen to a compensation plan and product overview of MP3 where it's very detailed. A lot of the questions you may have will be answered, especially about the products and different things like that, will be answered in that audio MP3. So now let's get ready to close this out. There are 4 steps to getting started. 1, you want to contact the person who shared this information with you, and you want to get registered on their website right away. You do not want to delay. All right, and here's what I want to tell everybody. With the income I just showed you a minute ago, the one question I have to ask you is, what do you have to lose? We're talking about a one-time $15 that can literally turn your whole life around. My question to you is, what do you have to lose? See, I've been in business opportunities where people were committing to paying $1,000 up front and then committing to $100, $200 a month in auto-ship, and they barely have money in the bank. I've been in companies where people had to not only commit to paying these high entry fees, but the conventions next month. Now they got to take their wife and kids and go to the convention because you don't go to the convention, you're not serious about your business, right? So now it's another $1,000, $2,000. Ladies and gentlemen, the problem with a lot of these scenarios is that it takes you a long time to get out the hole. I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying a lot of people don't have time in $2,000, $3,000 in 2, 3, 4, 5 months to wait to get that back. We're talking about taking $15 one time out of your pocket and beginning to turn that into hundreds of dollars instantly if you choose, or even thousands of dollars instantly if you choose. It's totally up to you. But I tell you what, the upside is thousands or maybe even millions of dollars. But the downside is $15. And we just had Valentine's Day here yesterday. And I'll tell you what, there's not a couple in this country that was able to go out on a decent date and didn't spend more than $15, right? Number 2, we have a Facebook group. If you're welcome to join our Facebook group, www.facebook.groups/nextlevelxglobal. A lot of updates and information on that group. Number 3, you want to set up your payment gateways in your back office right away. What I mean by payment gateway? In your back office, you're going to be able to have a chance to set up your PayPal account. You have a chance to set up your Solid Trust Pay account in your back office. Now, if these accounts aren't set up already, you want to set them up and put your information in your back office immediately upon joining so you're eligible and ready to send and receive money. And 4th thing that you want to do is you want to make a list of everyone you know and get them back on this webinar. We'll be doing this webinar again 10 o'clock tonight, and we'll be doing this webinar again 3 times tomorrow. We'll get the times out to everyone. The most important thing you want to do is get the information in front of the people that you know. This thing will go viral really quick. So my recommendation to you is make a list, don't prejudge, and start calling people and inviting to our next webinar. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm really, really excited to share this information with you. This is time-sensitive information. You do not want to play around with this. 1 or 2 years down the line, this will still be a great opportunity, but you will not have the time and the position that you have right now. You have the ability to look at a company, okay, when it's just barely over 10,000 people in its infancy stage, you're in what I call a golden moment in time. Because guess what? You're not in a part of the company where one of the people are going to join. You've already proven that this thing is taking off and has momentum. Now's the time to get in and get positioned so you can be able to run with the team that's going to help you and show you how to have success. Thank you all for joining us this afternoon. My name is Duran Barnes. I look forward to working with you and your team in the near future. God bless and have a good day.